Hello everyone, Rob from Fieldsports with Speed. You join me in the hide again today after some crows. I've got the 410 Hushpower and old Betsy Blazer to try and clear up a few of these corvids. So we're all set. Hopefully we'll have another good video for you. Welcome to Somerset. Right, first step, I've picked my location. I've gone by this tree because that sun is going to be hell of a bright and hell of a hot today. So I've just sheared out a nice spot, just so I'm nice and comfortable in here. That foliage can go on the netting so it looks more natural. It's not going to be a problem because obviously grass grows back and the farmer has already cut it. So that's it prepped. Let's get the chair in and the hide poles up. The hide poles are going on. Got my chair set, so I know I'm going to be comfy. Let's get these set out. There we go, hide poles out, so they're set to a nice height so I can just see over them. Obviously with these new bank sticks, I have bank sticks, hide poles. They've got this little gap, so I'm going to put all the netting to these lower settings just so that's nice and thick. And then my last bit I can have just here, so I've got a nice little peephole. I also failed to mention, get your kit in the hide before you put in the netting on, because it is a pain in the ass trying to chuck it over. And as if by magic, there's the masterpiece. So like you can see, it's nice and thick, got all the textures. You got this old netting, you've got the jack pipe gilly, which is a really good sort of 3D non-shine material, and it just looks proper bulky, proper natural. And the best thing I always think to do is just to step back. Obviously truck and everything's still there. We step back, does it stand out? Not really, it's natural enough. I'm in the shadow anyway, so that'll be spot on. Now it's time to get the decoys out. What I like to do is actually do this in the margin by the hide, because if you're out in the middle of the field, you're just going to be educating all those crows. So try and stay discreet, get them set up as quick as possible, and then you'll be shooting them. So pattern wise, I get asked this a lot. To be honest, I'm not too much of one for putting them in straight lines and nothing like that. I just sort of do what feels right. But I do want to spread them over a bit of an area here because it's a big field. But what you will notice is I'm spreading them in little groups. You'll see here, it's like a channel through. They don't generally like flying over each other. So I've got a big group here, main group here, because the hide is just there. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like. We've got them all laid out. I'm looking back going, yeah, I'm happy with that. I might just move those a little bit further out because then that'll give them a bigger gap to fly through. Then we'll start with that, see if we need to change it. If we need to change it, we will. But you'll soon know when the birds start flighting. If they're coming in nicely, then you know you got it right. If they're not, you need to change some in because it won't change the outcome. Putting them out into the socks, fluff them up nicely, and then there's not too much wind today, but normally you'd want to be facing them into the wind, but there's a little breeze. It's at my back, so yeah, let's get these. Also keep these nice and close to the ground because obviously it's freshly cut grass. They don't need to be right up in the air to be seen. And also when you're shooting birds that are obviously dropping on the ground next to them, they're going to look a little bit silly when they're lying on the floor and these are a foot above it. Right, there we go, all set out. Like I said, I've got a little group of a line over here because they are going to come from over this way and around. I reckon they're just everywhere at the moment, and because there's no wind to really control them, I've obviously put a nice group here about 25 yards in front of the netting here. So I'm going to get all the kit out of the way, get in the hide, see if we can get one or two. Well, it's always a very reassuring start when you go and park your vehicle and there are crows dropping in the decoys before you've even got in the hide. So there's loads in the area here. I should hope to have a few today. Lovely. First bird of the day with the hushy. This is the beauty of the Hushpower. Literally just shot that on. This one's coming straight back in. You ain't going far. At least she's pumping now. A bit of an issue with this back along, but I've cleaned the chamber really well. Yes! Double! So the shells I'm using through the little hushy are the Ely Subsonic Magnums, I think they're called. Yes, and they are a 6-shot 18-gram fibre. Well, it took me 3 shots to kill the bloody thing, but at least I got there in the end. I'm not very good at shooting them on the ground. I really am not. Well, because I left quite early this morning to get here before the birds started flighting, we have now actually got hide breakfast of the day. And I stopped in the little Greg's and I got myself a pan au chocolat. Lovely. Isn't that always the way? Just about to have me last bite and a bloody crow comes in. Yeah, I got it on the floor. I'm not very good at that normally. Well, I can confirm that pan au chocolat was A1. Cool. That's a good bit of snap shooting. Maybe being a bit optimistic there. Cool, look at that. Yes. Now, anyone who says a 410 doesn't kill is clearly not used one enough. This is absolutely smacking them. And the beauty of this is I've just shot that one. The flight line's still coming. Right, I think there's some coming. I'm just going to have a go with the 12 just to try and scare them up a little bit. Fair, there weren't many get up over there. I thought they were all pitching on the field behind, because obviously with the Hushpower it's dead silent, so, well, not silent, but very, very quiet. So sometimes they can start pitching on another field, and you don't want that, because as soon as crows start following each other, they don't generally stop, so they'll just ignore me. But that's reassuring to know that they're not over there all flocking onto that field. I'm just going to have to be a bit patient and hope that the flight line carries on coming, because it's been very, very steady so far. Oh, bloody hell, shooting better with the bloody 410. How did I miss that? Oh, hello, these are back in. Oh, nearly a double. Jesus, he's coming back around again. Stupid. No, he's gone now. Here we go. Right in. Back on the hushy. Oh. No. Well, I may well have pulled a little bit of a dud here because I am not getting on too well. The birds were here to start with. You know, beginning of the day, there's probably 400 or 500 birds on here. And they have been for a couple of days. But as soon as I've had a few shots, even with the Hushpower, they've soon moved off and not come back. And I can't really see any in the area. One of the other lads over the other side is having a whale of a time. I can hear him popping away. So, yeah, he's having good fun and clearing quite a few up, I should say. But what I might do is I might move because everything is pucker. The hide's lovely, location was in theory great, but it's not working out. So instead of me sitting here all day waiting for the odd one or two, it is probably going to be worth packing up and just going and seeing if the birds are somewhere else. Oh God. Meow. So I want to say a massive thank you to Mr. Summerhays, who is covering in the shop for me today. Without Mr. Summerhays in the shop today, I wouldn't be able to come out and create this content. So thank you, mate. Let's dedicate the next one for you. Mr. Summerhays, this one's for you. Oh, look at this one gliding nice and softly into the pattern. Come on. Brown bread. Brown bread. Have you landed all the way out there? All your mates are here. Come on over here. Lunchtime has arrived and it's time for Hide Snack of the Day. And I've got a Greg's chicken bake as well as some melon and grape to make me feel like I'm being healthy. Cheers. Nice. That's the right jackdaw. They're the first two jackdaws I've seen all day. Just setting up my drone and one comes in. Seems like if I do anything, a bird will come. And there ain't many coming, so I'm just going to keep busy. Thought I'd show you all the 3 different types of corvids we shoot in the UK, if you didn't know already. Firstly, you've got the carrion crow, which is quite a big crow. It's got quite a short, rounded, bright black beak. And then with the rook, you've got he looks like he's got an old man's face, you know, very grey, pale, and a very long, pointy beak. Also quite big. And then you've got the little jackdaw, which is a tiny little bird, makes a real high-pitched noise, and it's got a blue eye, which is how you distinguish that. But yeah, they're the 3 different types. Thought I'd just let you know. There we go, all packed up. Final bag is now counted. I've got 24 corvids, and I've also got another one in this hedge here and another one over there on the drop dead in the field. I noticed that I'll pick it up when I drive out. So yeah, not a massive bag. So what's that, 26 picked it will be, and yeah, not a massive bag, but at the end of the day, just got to keep the farmer happy. He's going to be happy that we're out and we've sorted them, so that's the main thing. But thank you for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, found it interesting. If you want more videos on like how I do it and sort of like a bit of a tutorial through the day, give me a like, give me a comment. We'll see you on the next video. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who makes these videos possible, and thank you to you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and click the like button if you want to see more content like this. Stay tuned for new videos every Tuesday, and finally check out the new Fieldsports with Speed merchandise to help support the channel. Link is in the description below. Catch you on the next video.